friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be a tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right here. And I'm so excited to finally get this video up for you guys because I am using the new Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. Even though I'm sure you guys have seen this, sorry if you hear anything, Milkshake is eating right now, but I'm sure you guys have stop laughing. I'm sure you guys have seen this about 47 times, but this is what the inside of the palette looks like right here. This actually doesn't come on the inside of the palette. This comes on the side, and there's actually a nice quote underneath this, but I just felt like it was a lot easier for me and just more convenient to have the shade names up here instead of that quote. I mean, I like the quote, but I like this better. Immediately when I saw this like super bright metallic blue shade called Pool Party and all these like red tones over here, I immediately thought of this like half cut crease that I did. And I have to say, super quick review, I have to say the eyeshadows in here are so pigmented. The metallic ones, well, the one that I use, or I guess I used two. So the two that I use, the metallic shades, all the mattes that I use, super blendable, extremely pigmented. I'm really happy with this so far. Of course, I only used it this one time. This is my first time using it. So this is just like a little first impressions kind of a thing. But so far, I think when these get restocked, you need to pick it up. So I'm gonna stop talking. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then please just keep on watching. So jumping right into the eyes, my eyes are already primed, my foundation is on, my brows are done. You guys know how this goes. I'm pretty sure it's the same in every single video. So I'm just gonna go into the Jaclyn Hill palette and grab the color Creamscicle, which is like a really light, warm orange shade. And I just took that with a MAC 224 brush and just ran this through the crease just like you would with any transition color. I really wanted to keep the crease super duper warm, like as warm as humanly possible. So I kind of strictly stuck with the really warm shadows in the palette as opposed to just the neutral or more transition-y kind of colors, if you will. Then with a Coastal Scents Pro Blending Fluff, I grabbed the color Hunts, which is basically going to be the main color in our crease. We're going to basically go in with this color maybe around 75 times. So I just took this brush and this color, of course, and just threw it a little bit more precisely into the crease. I just focused that a little bit more into the actual crease as opposed to just throwing it everywhere all over the eye. And then with the MAC 224 brush with no additional product, I just went in and blended out any harsh lines. You really want to make sure you go in and blend. I feel like I say this in every single video, but for cut creases, it is like ridiculously important that you go in and blend 55 times every time you put another eyeshadow in your crease. And then I got super duper hot because you guys know I get like actual heat flashes. So I just put my hair up and then laughed at myself because it was unattractive. Then I'm going in with the color Jacz, which is just a darker version of the Hunts color. It's just a little bit more burnt, I feel like. So I just took an angled brush. I think this one is from Coastal Scents. Whatever angled brush will work. It doesn't even have to be an angled brush. Anything that's precise, really. I just really like to use an angled brush for this. And I just basically cut my crease. I just mapped out exactly where I want the cut crease to be. And then I just kind of flicked a little bit upward just to like start the blending process. And then again with the color Hunts and the same brush that we used before, the Coastal Scents Pro Blending Fluff, I just started blending that out. I will say while I was doing this look, I did get a little bit frustrated because I felt like it wasn't looking the way that I wanted it to look. It wasn't looking as blended as I wanted it to be. But at the end, once you've got all your colors in there, once you've blended sufficiently, it definitely comes together. Just be patient with yourself. Then I'm going in with the color Soda Pop. I didn't want to do a black for this look. I wanted to just, like I said, keep it with more like warmer tones, and then for some reason purple decided to go in there. I don't know. This color kind of reminds me of Sketch by MAC, but it's a lot more pigmented in my opinion. I don't think Sketch is like the best formula. This I really thought was very blendable, so I just took that and again mapped out my crease just like I did with the previous shade. And then I took a Sigma E36, which I think for cut crease looks is so essential. I don't think I can do a cut crease look without my E36, I'm just saying. So I just took that with the same exact color and just started blending a little bit upward. I love how it's so precise, but it still has a lot of give to it, so you can just blend right in the areas that you want to blend. I love this brush. I can't say enough good things about it. Then with the Coastal Scents Pro Blending Fluff again and the color Hunts again, I just went in and blended again. You want to make sure you keep your blending more on the inner corner because on the outer corner, we're going to kind of cover a little bit of that up when we put that darker shade out there.
but on the inner corner you definitely want to make sure it's super blended because that's what's really going to stand out the most. So definitely take your time with it, do what you got to do, live your life. As long as it comes out blended in the end, it's okay. Then I took my soft ochre paint pot like I do in every single cut crease tutorial, and I just cut out my crease. Of course, you can skip like majority of these steps and only cut your crease with the soft ochre paint pot or a concealer if you choose. I personally don't like that technique on me. I don't think it looks flattering. I don't know why. I just feel like doing all these steps makes the cut crease look a little bit more blended on my eyes. So I always do all the steps, but feel free to do whatever you want to do. Then for my brow bone highlight, I took the color Enlight, which is like a satin color. It's not really metallic. I think it's more of a satin finish, and I love this color for my brow bone highlight. I can't even explain to you guys. I will probably reach for this palette every single day just to use this on my brow bone. I usually don't go for something that's not matte, but this, being that it's satin and not super metallic, it just looks amazing. And then of course I just blend out any harsh lines that I created with the brow bone highlight because you want to do that. Then to wet my brush, I used my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and I just dove right into the color Pool Party, which is kind of like the star of the show, and I just took this with a MAC 242 and placed it right on the center of my lid up to my cut crease. I didn't go too much on the inner corner and I didn't go too much on the outer corner because we are placing two different colors on the inner and the outer corner, so it's kind of pointless to put any product down there. But you really want to make sure it's really bright and intense on that lid, and I have to say I was really impressed with the pigmentation and the formula of these. I'm just saying. Then I took a MAC 239, I think this is a 239, and took the color Soda Pop again. What you want to do with this look is you want to make sure that whatever color you put into your crease, whatever the darkest color is you put into your crease, you put that on your outer corner because that's going to make it look more seamless and blended, if that makes sense. So that's exactly what I did, and I just put it right on that outer corner. You don't want to take it in too much because you still want that blue to be the star of the show, but you want to make sure that you blend those lines between the blue and the Soda Pop color. So you can see it's not like a harsh line, like this is where the blue stops, this is where the purple starts. So that's definitely what you want to do with this. And then I took the color, the same color that, oh, I'm just kidding. It's not the same color. Then I took the color Beam, which is the more metallic highlight color in the palette, and I put that just right on the inner corner, the inner third, I guess. I'm going to put it on the inner corner later on. But I just put it on that inner third of the lid just so that everything is kind of brighter in there and it looks like a gradient. And again, just like I said with the other color, you want to make sure that everything is blended. You don't want it to be just a stark line. And of course, I just applied my wing liner. I always skip through this because I have an entire video on how I do that down below. Let me know if you guys want an updated one. It's pretty much exactly the same, but if you want an updated one, I definitely do that for you. Then I just moved on to my concealer. I'm using the Bare Skin Concealer by Bare Minerals. Mine is in the color Medium Golden, I believe. This used to be my favorite concealer, like of all time, and it's definitely not my favorite anymore. I do still really like it. The coverage is amazing, and it's so like potent, but I definitely prefer my Tarte Shape Tape over this one. And then of course I had to bake because it was so hot. It was so hot. I'm not sure if you guys understand, especially with all the lights on me. I was sweating, so I wanted to make sure my foundation and everything was locked into place, so I just took some more Mercier translucent loose setting powder, baked my face with it, and then while that was baking, I just grabbed some of my mascara, which is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black as always, and just applied that on my top lashes only. And then of course wiped away the bakage, but you saw that. Now I'm going in with my Nars Larger Than Life eye pencil in the color Barrow Street. You guys know this has been a favorite of mine for I can't even explain to you how long. I've used this in so many videos, and pretty much anytime I get a chance to use it, I'm just so excited because I love this color so much on the waterline. It's just like a seafoam mint green, but it goes so well with so many different looks. I love it. So then for my lower lash line, I took a flat definer brush. This is the MAC 212, and I grabbed the color Soda Pop again, and I just ran that right underneath the Barrow Street liner just to make sure it really pops. You can do whatever color, of course, you want on your lower lash line, but I really wanted to make sure that that color on the waterline was just as vibrant and just popped as much as it could. Then with a pencil brush, this is the Sigma E30, I grabbed the color Hunts, again, big shocker, and I'm just going to go ahead and smudge out that lower lash line and make sure everything is super blended and there's no harsh lines as per usual, blah, 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 you know. Then I took the color Beam, which is that color that we put on our inner corner, or I guess the inner third, and then just put that a little bit lower on the inner corner and kind of wrapped it around a little bit more just so it's super bright and cohesive in there. And then for lashes today, I'm trying out a new style which I'm pretty sure I fell in love with. This is by Iikonn. This is the style Black Magic. They are so dramatic. So dramatic. I didn't expect them to be as dramatic as they are, but I'm so happy that they were. They were so intense, and I just love the way these lashes played with like such a dramatic cut crease look. Seriously, I love them. Then of course you just want to hook up your lower lashes with some mascara. I use the same one because I'm not really picky about mascara. I know some people have like a top mascara and a lower lash mascara. I have like 3 lashes total on all sides of my eyes, so whatever. I just do whatever. Then I'm going to move on to contouring. I'm using the Makeup Geek Chisel Cheek. No, that's not the Chisel Cheek brush. That's the rounded blush brush that I'm using. And I use the Makeup Geek contour powder in Half Hearted, which is warm medium. I think that's warm medium. And then for my nose, I used Cool Medium, which is the color Complicated. And like I said a couple of times, I like to contour my nose with something a little bit more cool tone. I really don't like anything warm on my nose. But for my cheek contour, I do prefer, wow, a little bit more warmth because I feel like it goes better with my skin tone than like something super ashy and gray. So that's why I did that. And then I took my matte bronzer by NYX, which you guys know I've pretty much been using nonstop since my drugstore makeup tutorial. This is in the color Deep Tan. I just love this bronzer. I love the color of it. I love the formula. I think it's so good, especially for oily skin people because it is matte, but it still gives you that sun-kissed glow. It's a good one. Then I took the Becca blush in the color Lantana. I don't know. It sounds weird. It's probably Lantana, but it sounds weird. So I just took that with my Nars Yaki brush and popped this on the cheeks. I wanted something super warm since our eyes were so warm, minus the blue of course. But since like the crease was really warm, I wanted something super warm to go along with it. And this blush is super bright orange. Just make sure you go light-handed with it and it'll show up really nicely on the skin. And then of course I went in with my highlight. This is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the color Illuminati. I felt like I haven't used these in so long and I don't really know why. This shows up so intensely, but it's not overpowering, which is exactly what I want. I want the eyes to be the center of attention, but of course you know I still need a glow. So of course I just popped that on my cheekbones and then on my Cupid's bow, down the bridge of my nose, everywhere that you would usually highlight. I guess everywhere that I would usually highlight. And then for lips, I wanted to go with something really cool tone just to kind of contrast with the eyes and the cheeks. So I took Cork Lip Pencil by MAC, which is one of my all-time favorites. I love the shade of this, especially when you're going to do something cool tone. And I think it went really well with this lip. So I just lined my lips with that and then went in with the Jeffree Star and Manny MUA liquid lipstick in the color Daddy, which I actually hadn't used yet. I was looking for like the perfect opportunity to use it, and this was it. So once you got your lipstick on, this look is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. I should have said that first. Don't forget to check this. I always do this. Check the description box for links to some of my previous videos and all the products we used today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be a tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right here. I feel like I've been on a roll with tutorials. I've been doing a lot of tutorials recently.